Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'll be tackling to you about the things that we had to prepare before moving in here in Australia after our visa grant. Before anything else, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Diane and thank you for tuning in. So before I begin, let me just tell you that there's a lot of adjustments that we need to prepare before moving here in Australia. Emotionally, physically, mentally, and of course the thought of you being farther away from Philippines. For us, when we received our grant, we were so happy. We felt so blessed by God that He granted us this permanent residency in Australia. It's actually far-fetched and it's not very easy to get into it, but if you're watching this video, I suppose that you're also interested in applying here in Australia. So if you're interested, the link is going to be down below and I'll be showing it here on the screen as well. There are going to be a lot of adjustments that we have to prepare ourselves with. Climate, the culture, the environment itself, the people that you're going to interact with, the language, their accent. So there are actually a lot of different kinds of things that we need to prepare ourselves with. So after receiving our grant, we actually have to move to Australia based on the date that is actually stated in the visa grant letter. So like for us, we've received our grant September, but we have to enter to Australia by April of 2019. Meaning to say, you can either just enter Australia and have your passport stamped, just validating your visa, or you can permanently move in, or what they call it, the BM, which means the big move. So let me start with the things that we need to prepare before moving to Down Under. First in my list, of course, we have to have a place to stay. If you don't have any relatives or friends or someone that you can stay with here in Australia for the first few months or for the first month at least, you have to book yourself a hotel, motel, a backpacker's inn, or an Airbnb. For us, we have those kind of options only because we didn't have any relatives here. So we've decided to just book through Airbnb. There's a lot of travel agencies that you can book your hotel with, but I suggest that booking an Airbnb is much more wiser because you can book at least for a month with a discount, and at the same time you get the same service as a hotel does. So we booked this Airbnb through the Airbnb site, of course. There are a lot of different sites, but we booked it through Airbnb and we've stayed in Footscray. Footscray is actually just 4 stops, I believe, away from the city center, so it's not that far. At the same time, it's very convenient because it's very near to the train station. There are a lot of groceries and a lot of restaurants that we can dine into. Vietnamese, Thai, you name it, Asian foods are all over Footscray. On the bad side of it, Footscray has a bad reputation that the environment is not that safe. But for us staying there, we felt that it's not that dodgy. And for us, living in the Philippines, we felt that it's very safe in Footscray. Especially the streets were well lit. We didn't hear any police or anything that caused such disturbances when we were there. Number 2 that we have prepared is, of course, your bank account. If you want to transfer to Australia or if you wanted to move to a different country, it is advisable that you have access to your funds. So like for us, there is this bank that you can open online, and the bank that we use is NAB, National Australia Bank. You can open it online and everything was processed online. You just need to send everything in, and upon arrival in Australia, you just have to pick up your credit card as well as your ATM card, and then you can bank transfer from Singapore to Australia. That easy. But since it might take some few days for you to test the bank transfer from your original country to your destination, which is Australia, I suggest that you also bring your pocket money. So like for example, for a month, maybe you have to compute how much you need as your daily food, your expenses, your electricity. If you're staying in an Airbnb, of course it's free. Then you just have to mind your everyday food, transportation, and other miscellaneous. If you actually want more information about the budgeting and how much are the things here in Australia, please do comment down below and I'll be gladly to put another vlog for you. If you're coming from Singapore and you're moving to Australia, it is very well known that in Singapore you have all of those tokens that you need to bring along with you if you're moving to Australia. So just make sure that you have the tokens of all of your bank accounts, GBS, OCBC, UOB, you name it. Make sure that you have it and make sure that it's activated. Make sure that you can access your Sing pass online and make sure that everything is going to be working when you're overseas, because it's going to be very difficult for you if you're going to be here and you don't have access to your funds from your original country or from Singapore in our case. The next thing that you can prepare is your driver's license. For us, we already have a driver's license in Philippines, but I heard that if you're going to convert your Singapore driver's license to Australia, then you don't need to take any examinations. So what we did was, listen very carefully on this. This is very important and this is going to save you a lot of time upon arrival here in Australia. So if you have a driver's license in Philippines, make sure to get a certificate of your driver's license from Philippines stating that you've had this driver's license for XX amount of time. So like, let's say for us, I had my driver's license for 10 years, then you can get that certification. I think it's just 100 pesos in Philippines, but you have to get it from the main office of LTO or Land Transportation Office, which is actually, I think, in Diliman. Upon getting that, you can now get your Philippine driver's license converted to Singapore driver's license. But for you to convert it, you have to take the BTT exam or Basic Theory Test exam. And you can find a lot of tutorials or apps or books online, so you can review first and get 100% on your BTT exam. Easy as, right? After that, when you receive your Singapore driver's license upon arrival in Australia, you can get that converted right away to Australia driver's license and can drive right away. At the same time, if you have a Singapore driver's license, if you have a Philippine driver's license, you can actually use that to drive in Australia for a specific span of time or months. I'm not sure how long, but you can sure will. So the things that I've mentioned to you are the things that you can prepare before moving into Australia. So now I'm going to discuss to you the things that you can do or you need to do after arrival in Australia. Number one, as I've mentioned before, you have to obtain your credit card and ATM card from the bank that you've opened an account with. So for us, it's NAB, National Australia Bank. We have to go there to pick up our cards. You just have to bring a valid ID. For us, we believed we brought our passport, and then you just have to queue, and initially you can get that right away. So after that, you have to go to the ATM machine to activate the card, and that's it. You can use it, you can transfer funds. Funds will take, I think, around 2 business days before you receive it to your bank account, and then you can continue on transferring money or funds. Number 2, go to Australian Taxation Office online and open an account just to get a TIN or a tax identification number, which we call in Philippines. Here, we call it TFN. It's the special identification number for you whenever you need to pay your taxes. Number 3, you need to go to Medicare so that you can get health benefits from the government hospital or from the public hospitals. So if you get sick or if you need to give birth or anything that needs surgery and needs medical attention, then it can be deducted through your Medicare, or what they call here bulk billed to your Medicare. So basically, Medicare is actually a card, a medical benefit card that is provided by the government as a benefit for the people, and the funds are actually coming from the tax of the working people here in Australia. Last but not least, make sure to get your SIM card so that you can be contactable if you're going to apply for a job soon. At the same time, if you have like friends or you need to ask questions and all, then they know where to contact you, as well as your parents or family in the Philippines or in Singapore. It's very important to get that sorted out, maybe on your first or second day. You just need to bring your passport along with you because they'll be needing a valid ID that they can record together with that phone number. For us, we took Optus. So far, it's been very good to us in terms of signal. Don't have any problem with it. It's just that when we go to outer suburbs, there are some spots that are dead spots, but maybe you can try to choose Vodafone or any other network provider, but for us, Optus is okay. And at last, after all of those preparations coming here, make sure that you relax. See the city, relax, drive outside the suburbs, go to the beaches, and please do not rush everything. And God's perfect timing, everything will fall into places. If you need a job, maybe I suggest you wait 15 days so that you can get that cool down after all of those preparations that you've done coming here and settling down. After everything and when you get fully rested, do open an account at seek.com.au, which is actually, I think, the #1 job search site here in Australia. So if you're not contented, of course, you can still use your LinkedIn, JobStreet, JobsTV, and all of those monsters and whatnot. But for me, JobSeeker was actually the only one that I used and it served me well. Anyway, I hope that it helped you. If this video helped you, please do like and share this video. Share it to your friends. And thank you very much for watching this video. And I hope that I'll see you on the next one. Thank you again for watching my YouTube channel. Again, this is MisunderstoodCheeky. Have a great day, guys. And please enjoy your weekend. Cheers. Bye.
Couple? Married couple?
Yeah?
6 years.
Are you happy?
Of course!
What are you trying?